All right, so this is a piece of cedar, western red cedar, pretty well bone dry. It's about 2.5 inches thick. It's, what do we got here? Well, let's just go to about here. 17 inches wide and 16 inches wide down here. Let's go for about 3 feet long. So what I'm going to do is carve a tree. It's going to be like a dead kind of tree thing, and so it'll have roots down here, and it will have like branches that are kind of dead. So, and then we'll try and make a couple of those little land pieces. This is going to go on my wall beside my new bed frame, right? So this is going to be like a kind of a memorial piece to my mother. But first of all, I want to give a special shout out to fellow in the United States. This here is the very first chainsaw carving I ever did. It's a bear. Don't you guys think it looks like a bear? I even copied, there's a chainsaw book out there, how to carve bears. I even copied the book. I bought the book. But then after I've kept it over the years, I decided it was the bear, pig, goat, squirrel, salmon, fish, whale, turkey, bear. Yeah, so it is whatever you want it to be. Don't sell your first carvings or give them away. Keep them, because then you'll get beautiful pieces like this. How is this not beautiful? It's probably the best carving I've ever done. This here video is a special shout out video for a young fellow in Pennsylvania. His name is Daytona Mueller. His mom got a hold of me on, she left a comment on one of the videos saying that her son loves my videos, and he's a carver. He bought his first chainsaw when he was 14. Daytona is 16 years old. Here's some pictures of his bear, goat, pig, squirrels. I think he's got a sheep with horns, but he's kind of a little bit of a showboat. You'll see his showboat pictures here. So I'm just going to stop, and well, I can keep talking and just show you guys the pictures. They look like a real healthy young family, and Daytona, keep doing what you're doing, and you know, like if it doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like I think you tried to carve a bear or a squirrel, put horns on it. It can be whatever you want it to be. Just have fun, you know. And seems like you got a really great mom there. Her name's Kelly, and seen some pictures of your dad, which will be shared here. It looks like a real healthy family. And I think they said they got like 44 acres in Pennsylvania, and they got like a chainsaw carving mill and stuff like that. Not a chainsaw carving, like a mill to make slabs like this. So Daytona, keep at it and carve whatever you want. Don't be intimidated by anybody else. Like, I don't follow too many chainsaw carvers online, because I look at their work, then I look at my work, and I feel like I'm like a 2-year-old trying to learn how to use a crayon, right? So just have fun, and take special care of your mom. After you see this video, carve your mom something. Carve your mom a special tree. I like those trees that you and your dad are carving too. Just have fun, bud. That's what it's about. Okay? Let's get this tree on. Daytona. Was your dad like a race car? Like, did he like Daytona races or something? Is that how you got the name? But anyways, let's get this tree drawn on here. I don't care if it turns out that good. Why I'm using this slab? Because it's face grain, and there's all different sorts of stuff going on in here around the roots and stuff. It's going to be a Shou Sugi Ban. So I'll draw it on. We'll probably do this like a quick time lapse, because you guys, I don't know, we'll just make it a quicker video. So it's always good to have your center line on here first. I don't know how well you guys are going to see this pen. The struggle of my life. Okay, so Larry Dibbs did send me he did draw me a tree. Hi Larry. He did draw me a tree for a project I was doing with the roots down here, but I don't have it. So here's your roots, here's your tree, here's like the land. So then your branches will be up here. How about I just get this drawn on? You know, and I want to say something too, like, sometimes it's not that easy to be motivated. I'm not motivated at all right now. I've taken apart my carving room at my house because I'm getting new floors, and I'm painting the room and stuff like that, my little Dremel room. And I grew up there within that room. That's the room that I lived in my teens. Anyways, just stay motivated. And if you don't feel motivated, get out of bed and just create something. And who cares what it is, as long as you're creating, because it's going to put your mind into a better place. So that's what I'm doing today too. The bedroom that I'm remodeling, my carving room, is the carving room that I grew up as in a teen. Like I grew up in that room, a teen, and there was lots of holes in the walls, and my parents had to fix the holes in the walls because I punched them and kicked them and stuff like that. And the room's been wallpapered, so I've been trying to get the old wallpaper off, and it's just, you know, I see my mom smiling down on me, laughing, saying, "Payback's a bitch, ain't it, Jord?" Because, you know, they had to put the wallpaper in it to hide their fixes on the drywall. But it's just been a hard few days. So you got to just keep yourself motivated. Even if you're sad, doesn't matter. Do something to get yourself out of that dark place. And that's what I'm doing today. And this is going to be kind of I got another idea from my mom, but this is kind of a tribute towards my mom, because it's going to go on the wall where I had her letter that she wrote me before she died. So we want to try and make it nice, but I'll get this drawn on. Okay, so here's like the top of the tree. I'm not the best drawer, but I'll be able to change things up with my chainsaw when I got my die grinder. So you can see here how it's kind of dead. Well, it is dead. And then I don't know if you can see the roots down here. So what I'm going to do first, get my chainsaw, carve out this top of this tree. Then I'll cut down here and I'll cut my roots last. Then we'll have to figure out how to mount the tree when it's, well, when we use a die grinder. Yep. Okay, so you guys can see what's going on here. Those are a little bit, it's a little bit blockish, but I really don't care. So now what I could do, I got I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but I got a jaw horse down here, and I could put a stick in the jaw horse, then screw it to the stick from behind and clean it up that way. But I think what I'll do, let me make sure that this is in screen. I'm just going to lock it in a jaw horse. These jaw horses are super good to have if you're getting into bigger carvings. So I got it locked in there pretty good. And I got the die grinder. I got two of these. I got two die grinders here. This is the one David Grass sent me. This is the 800C, and this is the more affordable one. This is a good die grinder, this Makita, to get. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to run around and clean it all up with these. I got the Kutzall bits in here, and I don't know if you guys need to see that, but that's what I'm going to do next, clean everything up, and I'll be back, I guess. Yep. Before I start carving, I get lots of questions about this dust mask. It's like 500 bucks. It's not cheap, but it's awesome. It's got filters here. There's one on this side, one on this side. It's got your on-off switch, and it's got a rechargeable battery. So this pushes air in. It makes it so when you got a full face mask, it doesn't fog up, okay? It's not cheap, but this is the best investment I've made in wood carving right here. If I had to buy one of these a year, I would. The Trend Air Pro, what is it called? You guys can read it right there. Take a screenshot. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so here's a voiceover. I didn't realize the mic was turned off, and it was actually, I was just saying there when I was looking at the mic that I thought the mic was a piece of shit. So it was turned off. When I was doing the carving, I broke off the middle root piece. And what I was saying in this video, I said, well, it broke off. I could have glued it on with epoxy, dried in 5 minutes, carved it, and you wouldn't even see the glue. But since this is kind of a thing to do with my mom, my heart's broken because my mom's gone. So I just said to myself, well, I'll just leave it broken, and it can remind me that she's gone, if that makes sense to you. It's terrible. You know, your heart never heals when you lose a parent. So that's basically the bottom line. I'm not going to keep on going on about it, but I'm sure all of you people that have lost your parents know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyways, this another thing too there that I'm going to say right now, see that round branch right towards my face there? I wish I would have cut that off too, because you know, you get somebody like Liz out there that's got the dirty mind. She's going to say it looks like a certain subject. I'm not going to say what it is, but so I got the piece at home now hanging on my wall. You'll see it at the end of this video. But now I got the piece already taken off the wall downstairs to take chainsaw carving to cut that thing off that Liz says it's going to be. And yeah, it will take care of that and fix it all up. And I'm also going back there tomorrow to do another one of these projects, a Shou Sugi Ban project, but it's going to be mountains and a rising sun, and it's going to be pretty big. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in one day because I'm going to be doing some LED lighting stuff too. So here I am burning the wood. I'm burning it pretty deep because I do have some cut marks from my Kutzall bits I use in there. So the deeper that you burn it, the more you're going to burn away your marks, but do not burn away your details. Hey, Daytona, don't burn away your details.
Okay, so I suggest when you do the burning, you have a fire extinguisher around, which I do. It's right back there. Also, if you don't want to burn away detail too much, just have a water bottle, spray bottle, and you can just spray it where it's smoldering, right? So see this white ash? It might be smoldering here. Also, when your wood cracks, because it's going to crack, I like to burn super deep inside that crack because when you finish it, it will be darker in there. It will give it a cool effect. But if you look right here on this root, it's cracked right here. So I don't want to burn it too deep here because there's still a chance of this breaking off because the grain's going this way, right? So you can see the grain. See the crack? Yep, there's the crack. I know I repeat things on my videos, but I have to, because if somebody's first watching this and they want to know about carving, I don't want to keep on explaining when they ask me a question what tool I use. So this is the nylon wheel I use. These are in my Amazon store. And what I'm going to do, if you want to get the Shou Sugi Ban effect, you can't use sandpaper. You got to use Scotch-Brite or a nylon wheel like this. So I'm going to go along, put this on my drill. Okay, so you get like 4 of these nylon wheels in Amazon when you buy them at a time, and this thing's lasted a long time. So I'm gonna go along clean this all up with this on a drill. Don't forget to sign your pieces. So the more that you go over top of it, with that nylon brush or Scotch Brite or whatever you use, the brighter you're going to get the grains to come, and so you're going to see the white and the dark. You can use pine, you can use any wood you got, but I'll say for the Shou Sugi Ban, the wider the grain that you use, the better effect you're going to get this type of, I call this like West Coast art, I guess, like it's kind of like native stuff to me. So there's some spots in here too where I couldn't get the nylon wheel, and there's still the black char in there. If you want to get all the black char out, get yourself like a kitchen brush with those soft nylon bristles, scrub it, or get some Scotch Brite, put it in there. But it's okay, because I'm going to clear coat this. It's going to go a lot darker, so it's going to lock all that black char in there, and it won't be messy, right? So I think for this one, I'll put a screw here, and a wire here to hang it on the wall. So I don't have clear coat here. I'm just going to use the spray Rust-Oleum stuff. So I'll take it home, and then we'll get this up on the wall and finish the video for sure. Actually, I found a can of this here, full can. So let's spray it. So look how dark it goes, but that's okay. It goes with the rest of the theme with my bedroom and my headboard. Make sure you get deep in those cracks where that char still is, because you want to lock it in place. I don't suggest this stuff for outdoors, but for indoors it works fantastic. Okay, there's an, that's the clear. There you go, satin clear. Okay, so to hang it, all I did is put a screw in here and a screw in here with some heavy duty fishing twine that this stuff will never ever break. Maybe it might take 30 years, but there you can see. So when I was working on that room, like I said, it gave me old memories of my mom and stuff like that. And she had to fix all the holes that I kicked and punched in the walls. Here's a letter that she wrote to me a few months before she passed away. I'm not going to read that because I don't want all of you to cry. But I read that last night, and it really screwed me up. But it's back on the wall beside the tree. This tree is not the best tree I've ever made, but it is what it is, okay? So, Dakota, not everyone's going to be your best. Like 1 out of every 100th carving I do is my best, right? So it just doesn't matter. It's a thought that goes into it. This is, I got these in Thailand. They have to be gifted to you. It's from a temple. So when I was in Thailand, you have like these get gifted to you by people there, and you'll see like there's a Buddha on there. I had like this thing itself where I'm tapping. I had like them up here and up here and up here. I had like 6 of them. Here's another one here. This is so it's just like it's clay that they make a cast out of. Right, so that's and they have to be facing you. So I got these hanging here. They're good luck. Here's a Just Carve Rob carving that I love, and it was on this wall before. My bed's right behind here. I'll show you in a bit. But I got that guy up on the wall, and Just Carve Rob likes to use numbers. And when I was hanging this up today, I seen look at that. He's got numbers on it. What did you? It just cracks me up. Maybe he was on the phone or something, writing down numbers. But yeah, so. There's that. Let's get that back up on there. And this guy's from Larry Debs. This is Dead Man Tales No Tales. It's one of his first carvings. And see, it's got an old key in there, and it's a skull. So those 2 carvings are probably the most important to me. And I'm going to stand back and we'll get a good visualization of this. Oh, here's something else I forgot to show. This is a real tiger skin in here. Okay, I got this from Thailand too. See, those are dragon heads. It's not real gold, it's just gold plated. But I bought this from a temple, and this tiger skin is supposed to resemble strength. So I bought this from a temple in Thailand too. The monks, or yeah, I think the monks, they prayed over, they didn't kill the tiger, but they prayed over this for like, I believe it was a year or more, the whole tiger skin. Then they put it into little things like this to give people strength. So this, I'm I went to Thailand, I think it was like a year before my injury. So this hangs above my bed. Even when I was in the hospital, it's like 12 years ago now, but even I got somebody to get this from home and bring it to the hospital so I can hang it above my bed. So you'll see it hanging on this koi fish. When I show you guys, I got a little nail here, I'll hang it back up. So it's kind of funny, I got a cat bed there because I sleep on this side of the bed and that's my cat bed. But you see she's got to sleep on my bed, side of the bed. So let's get a few. Faylee, say hi to everybody. Hi there, I'm Lee. Anyways, here's a full visual. Like I said, it's not the best tree I've ever done, but it says what it is. Then I'll be able to look at it nighttime and think of my mom. When I see the letter, I won't read it for a long time. It just makes me too upset. But there you go. So there you go, Dakota. Don't forget, I'm asking you nice and politely to make your mom a nice carving because you still have the opportunity to do it for your mom. My mom has never seen any of my stuff, my carvings. She left before I could, you know, show her. So that's it. And give your mom a big hug for me. Say hi to your dad. I think you got a brother. I don't know if you have a sister. Take it easy. And what's that there? You asked, Jordy? Well, it's whipped cream with apple pie. Can you see the apple? No, sorry. It's whipped cream with pumpkin pie. Be safe, everybody. Thanks.